Welcome to my side of the internet. My name is Mark Anthony, and in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you 10 things that I cannot live without. Now, this video is inspired by GQ magazine. They often do this series with celebrities, entertainers, important people. I'm none of the above, but I wanted to do my own version of this video just in case the people might like it. Now, these 10 items that I selected are probably some of my most used items that I have. They are part clothes, there's a pair of shoes in there, it's a little bit of everything. Let's get into it. Starting with item number 1. So I'm gonna be careful because this can get really messy, but I'm gonna have side-by-sides and links for all the stuff below, but this is the Neutrogena body oil. Now, let me be honest with you. I spent a lot of the past 3 years in the pandemic being real ashy. Like, just been ashy. Since I'm working from home, I don't feel the need to not be ashy for folk. So I just get out of the shower and that's it. But I'm at a big age now and I got to be moisturizing every single day. So this does the trick because what happens is I keep this in the shower. I grab the towel while I'm still standing in the shower, lightly dry off per the instructions, and then I put this oil all over. So I'm already completely moisturized head to toe by the time that I get out of the shower. So this was a game changer for me. I have been moisturized every single day since I bought this. I got it from Nordstrom Rack. I think it was like $40, but this changed my life. I would never live without this oil again. Plus, I prefer oil over a cream and or a lotion anyway. This is also extremely lightweight, so you don't have to worry about it being one of those heavier oils. It says it's a light sesame formula and a sheer moisturizing experience, and I think that's the perfect description for it. Like, this I can be heavy-handed with and don't feel like, you know, I'm walking around like a grease ball. So this is great. Pick this up if you're interested in it. Again, $40. Next up is going to be a leather notebook. Now, let me tell y'all something. I work in the conference industry, so I've been in this industry now for 7 years. My career, a total about 12 years, but the past 7 years I've been working for conferences. And when you go to conferences, there's a lot of free notebooks. And usually I come home with a bunch of notebooks because I like to write things down. I have tried every single project management tool. I've tried to do it on my phone. I've tried Microsoft to-do lists, and I can't seem to accomplish anything unless I write it down. And I have 3 notebooks normally, one for work, and then I'll have a journal, and then I'll have one that I just carry out with me just in case I have an idea or I need to pick up some things from the grocery store. If I do that in my phone, I'm never gonna double check it. It's just gonna sit in there. Like, I'm not one of those people that uses the notes app. That's a lie. When I'm about to send an angry text message, I will usually put it in notes first, sit on it for an hour, and then send it. That's a life hack, by the way. It's a life hack if you're toxic, but notebooks are a go-to for me. Next up is going to be, and I'm again going to put a side-by-side of this salt spray by Hearth and Hand with Magnolia. Salt spray. This is from Target. Let me tell you something about this salt spray and also this line of salt products that Target has. This stuff is what grown sexy men smell like. This stuff is what I imagine Boris Kojo smells like. If you want your house to smell good, take your ass to Target and get you these salt products. Whether it's the home spray, they also have candles. This stuff is amazing, probably the best scent that I've ever smelled. I wish there was a like cologne fragrance or a body fragrance line of these products because I would absolutely love it. I mean, I guess you kind of could spray it on yourself. I don't know. I wouldn't risk. Well, let me say avoid contact with eyes, skin, and clothing. Yes, so don't do that. Don't do that. Okay, so next up on the list, and I think I've talked about this ad nauseum, and that is this Zara overshirt in a size large that I wear all the time. So let me tell you why this is a go-to for me, because I hate to wear puffer jackets. So sometimes I will wear a really thick hoodie and then put this on top of it. I also love these for layering. I also love these when I wake up 2 minutes before the Zoom call and I can just throw this over whatever shirt I was sleeping in and we're good to go. There's so many reasons I love this. And this particular denim is really soft. It's not like super, super tough. But this has been one of my most worn items since I purchased it maybe like a year and a half ago. Now next up is my really chic coat rack that I picked up from Amazon. I'm gonna make sure that I show you a side-by-side of the video. Not only does it look really good, not only is it very aesthetic and goes with the rest of the decor in my apartment, I just love seeing it in that corner in my kitchen. But that's the thing. My apartment is a great size. It's a decent size, but it's configured weird and it's not a lot of storage space. And my kitchen is unnecessarily big, but it's not a lot of counter space and it's not a lot of cabinetry space. It's just big and dumb for no reason. I pop this coat rack in the corner of my kitchen. That way guests can come over and hang up their coats, but also I can keep the things that I wear frequently there. So I keep my rain boots there. I keep a pair of sneakers that I just throw on when I'm running down to the front lobby to pick up my Amazon packages or whatever. It's just an easy, convenient thing, but also just looks great. That coat rack is the jam on Amazon, and I think it was less than $100. Oh, what? Yeah, it was less than $100, so I'll make sure that I link it below. Okay, next up, especially for guys, this is not gonna be for everybody, but I'm gonna tell you a product that transformed my life, and that is this NYX Professional Makeup Micro Brow Pencil. Specifically, I want to emphasize the micro. So I started growing my beard in 2020 because of the pandemic. And one of the first things I got was one of those sort of beard guide things where you place this piece of plastic on your beard and it tells you what areas you should cut off, right? And I did that for a while and that was helping me groom my beard, especially as a new beard card holder. And then I got better at it and was able to do it freehand and it would look great freehand. So it allows me to sort of line it up on the sides and sharpen it up just a little bit more. And if there are some spots that I need to fill, I'll use this to do it. And the reason I like this one is because I'm very heavy-handed and I also have a very shaky hand. So because this is micro and the, pencil portion is super thin, it is a little bit more forgiving. So if you want to test this out just to make your beard extra crisp, I highly recommend it. I just spilled water on my shirt, so if you see water on my shirt, don't be distracted. So next up is going to be this Mario Badescu skincare facial spray. I have been using this stuff for years and I swear by this. This is incredibly moisturizing. So my skincare routine is usually about 6 steps, I wanna say. When I'm having a lazy day, I will usually just spray this on and put on SPF and that's it. I also have a mini one that I carry in my bag. I also carry for travel. Again, it's really moisturizing. It's interesting because I will spray this and it will look like I have oil on my face. That's how hydrating this stuff is. So if you just want something to add a little bit more hydration to your skincare routine, I highly recommend this Mario Badescu facial spray. And they have it in a bunch of different scents and flavors and configuration. And next up is gonna be this black leather trench, also from Zara. Sometimes I don't wanna wear one of my long overcoats. So having this sort of short, again, I'll show you a side-by-side of this. Having this short trench allows me to have a little bit more versatility. I'll put a hoodie under this or some sort of zip up and I'll be good to go. Trenches in general are my favorite style of coat. So having like a faux leather one at that midi length allows me to either go for a more dressier option or a more casual pared down option. So this is probably one of my most worn coats out of the 30 plus coats that I have. Okay, next up on 10 things that I cannot live without are these Saks brand Crocodile leather loafers. So these loafers here are an exact replica of a Gucci pair of loafers that I believe are $3,500. Now I paid $99 for these in the Saks store. I think at the Saks outlet online, they're about $119. Still not bad, like $20 more. But I wear these shoes to death. They look so luxurious. They look way more expensive than they actually are. The gold hardware makes them look so luxe, and I also want to say they are very comfortable, and I bought them in my true size, which is a size 9. Usually with a loafer, sometimes I will go up to a 9.5, but with these I just got them in a 9 because the 9.5 thing is honestly very new for me. If you are into home decor even a little bit, you know how expensive home decor books is, and one of my favorite things to do is to fill up space with books. I feel like it's probably one of my favorite decor accents. And again, outside of thrifting, because many of my books I have actually thrifted, I have found the perfect brand for you when it comes to collecting books. Now, these books by Tashkin. Tashkin is the brand. These are all art books that feature a particular artist. And so one of my things this year is I wanted to study art in college. I never did. I studied a more safer option, but I have decided, art history in particular, but I have decided to dedicate this year to learning more about art history. And these Tashkin books not only serve that purpose, but they also are great home decor. Another great thing about them too is these books are maybe $15, and I have close to 15 of them, so they are very, very inexpensive. So if you want to add some home decor books at an affordable price, I highly recommend these Tashkin Art Books. This one is on Bosky, this one is on Pop Art, this one is on Warhol. So there's so many different types of artists, eras of art that they focus on. They're on Amazon. I'll make sure I link a few below, and then from there you'll see all the other suggestions. And then Tashkin in general has a bunch of, I guess it's probably the publishing house. I'll make sure that I confirm that and put that somewhere below in the screen. Yeah, I think it's a publishing house. And that's it. That wraps up my 10 items that I can't live without. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you feel inclined, and I will catch you on the next one.